Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us back here at Fandom Esports channel. We're, of course, sitting here with David, and we have some really exciting announcements to get into. But first off, David, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, Michael. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well myself. So, kicking us
Good.
off, you guys retained Phantom Compliance to implement your guys' risk management and compliance programs for your B2B licensing and NFT initiatives. Can you tell us the real importance of bringing on compliance company like this on board?
Sure. It's part of our ongoing, our new Malta gaming license initiative. There's two components to that license. Obviously, one is business to consumer, us marketing our own service, but there's another component where Phantom will be helping us. That's with our B2B licensing. So us licensing our technologies to other people in the industry, people and firms in the industry. Phantom will be assisting us setting up internal risk management, player account management, and quality control procedures, which form, the basis of us having auditable technologies. So third parties can come in and verify the safety and the security of the platform. And that forms a core portion of the business to business licensing requirements. So they're going to be helping with all of that to set that up internally, to help us set up a team internally to monitor those efforts. Furthermore, when we enable our odds wagering, where Fandom will actually be on the other side of those wagers, we have to have risk management in place because ultimately we would be responsible, if a player wins, that's money that we would have to pay out. So it just makes sense for us to have all the best practices in place before we go live with that. And one other thing they're going to be helping us with is our NFT marketplace. We're going to have some more news on that very soon. But again, it is related to NFTs, which have a crypto component to it. So again, we want to make sure that we have all the best practices in place to provide a safe and secure environment for all of our players and users on our platform.
Wonderful. Yes, compliance in this is very important. As you said, it's a necessary step to get a lot of this stuff through the finish line. And you guys have been working on a lot of things here. You tell me more about you guys completing your live sports prediction and wagering module development.
Yeah, so we just had that news come out on the 7th, so depending on when this airs. But what we did, the core functionality of the Fandom platform was the way that we can ingest data from either esports, now sports, and then present that in actionable ways to players on our system. So we stood up the free play peer-to-peer esports version of the platform back in March. And in that time, while we've been waiting for our payment processing and getting all of our compliance procedures in place, our developers started working with some sports data feeds. Esports is obviously a very fantastic and quickly growing industry, but when you compare it on dollars to regular sports wagering, sports wagering, it's 20, 30 times the size of the market of esports. That will catch up in the long run. But, despite the fact that more people watch the League of Legends finals than the Super Bowl, the amount of wagering that takes place on the Super Bowl is just by far dwarfs the entire esports industry wagering market entirely. So, you need to go to where the people are. So we're pushing forward our technology into the sector where there's the highest demands. And ultimately, going back to what Phantom Compliance is helping us with, we want to be able to be a technology provider to the entire industry, and definitely sports is going to play a part of that. So we're making some big steps towards that. And we're going to have numerous developments on both these initiatives, this month, next month. So there'll be a lot of news updates for our shareholders, for people watching the company, and looking forward to keeping people posted on that.
Yeah, it's interesting. As you had said, right now, sports wagering is still significantly higher, but I think you are correct in that it will catch up. But for now, it's important to play ball with where people are, and you guys are showing a strong initiative in this to do that. So, David, any last words, any closing remarks for people before we go?
No, lots of exciting stuff happening in the fall. We're keen to get some of our own marketing efforts to get partners in place so that we can deploy our technology, not just to the community that we're going to grow organically, but to add value to other people's user bases as well. So it's a very exciting time for the company.
Wonderful. Well, David, thank you for coming on, and thank you for sharing the updates, and thank you everybody for watching. If you have any questions for David or anyone else on the Fandom team, let us know and we'll happily dive into it for you. But for now, stay tuned. We'll get you some more news over the wire as soon as it comes in. David, have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Michael. Take care, everybody.